the marketing, the affordability, these are things that the CUDs really, frankly, need assistance in completing their mission. These are areas that we need help with. And I would just strongly recommend the board to consider these points. I'll take a pause for questions.
All right, Christine.
Yeah. I just say, is it okay with you if we? Yeah, I agree with you that we didn't accurately get that right last week. But if we do it, take care of it this week, will you be okay with that? We just make sure the minutes are very clear what you said this week.
I'm okay either way, Christine. I just wanted to mention it. That's all.
Yep. Thank you.
Are there any further questions? I do have one other thing which I have to note. Rather unfortunately, I will be departing this position on May 13th, Friday the 13th. I will be attempting to, attempting to be a volunteer for the CUDs and the movement, however possible after that, in whatever advisory type of role I can assert myself into. But I will be working on finding a replacement and making sure I leave the association in good hands. But I'll make more of a farewell address, as I expect to have at least one more VCBB meeting as a full-time employee of the association. So I'd just like to note that. And with that, I will yield the rest of my time.
Well, sorry to hear that you're leaving us. Well, that's.
Well, I don't think you've seen the last of me, Ms. Richards,
That's
but I'll be leaving as a full-time employee of the association.
Okay. All right. Any questions? Any more questions to Will? For Will? He stunned us with that last comment, so we're all a little. That brings us to the parking lot. Rob, can you lead us through? I'm sorry, not parking lot, public input.
Public input, yeah. Let me, before we get started on public input, I just want to reiterate the rules for public input before we go into it, which is, we're going to give 3 minutes per participant, but I also wanted Stan to read what the public meeting law has to say about it.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind everyone that the Vermont statutes say that at an open meeting, the public shall be given reasonable opportunity to express its opinion on matters considered by the public body, as long as order is maintained. So just wanted to remind everyone of that fact. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, we will stick to the 3-minute limit per person. It's helpful to move us along and keep everything organized.
Yep, I'll keep track of that.
Okay, we have a couple of us volunteering to keep track. So when you are ready, Rob, to tee us up for public input, we're ready to go.
Sure. It looks like first up is Steve Heffiker.
Great, thanks. This is about the GIS presentation. Kind of came as a surprise to me at the time, but I'm pleased that it's being handled. My concern at this point is that I didn't know that we are evolved this far along, and I want to make sure that Maple Broadband is participating in it to our utmost. We are signed up for the nice free ArcGIS program, and we've used Edison County Regional Planning Commission. They have a very, very astute GIS resource that's helped us capture our network in that platform. The part of it that kind of caught me up was the second slide that was Stone presented that had a nice drawing that included VertiGIS and 2 incidents of MapCom, the MapCom platform. Now, what I know about MapCom is that is the platform that WCBT is using for managing their network. And I'm thinking that somehow or other you think that Maple Broadband is going to need to interface with the MapCom network, which we have to. They're going to be maintaining our network. So we've already paved the way to ensure that the network build that we capture in our platform will be ported over to the WCBT platform completely without any problems at all. So we've already got that established and in place. The part about bringing that up into an overriding platform that everyone uses, I didn't assume that we'd be asking WCVT to do the porting. I would think that we'd be doing that for you. But again, this is all stuff that you guys are doing that I wasn't aware of. So I mostly want to help any way I can. I want to just draw to your attention about MAPCOM. I'd like to make sure I understand how MAPCOM is going to be applied in the environment in which we're all working right now. So thank you.
Yep, we'll make sure we reach out to you with Stone Environmental.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Do we have any other public comment? I'm only seeing Steve's hand still, unless you have more. Okay, we have Irv is up next.
Thank you. I just wanted to second the comments from Vikuda about, and Krista last week, how important I think it is to support the work of EAB, which has laid the groundwork for getting help to people who don't know what they need to ask for. And the problem of not knowing what they need to ask for is really one of the biggest stumbling blocks. Many of the programs that the commercial carriers announce go greatly underutilized because the customers they're supposed to help don't know where to start. And that's one of the key roles that EAB plays. So I would certainly encourage the board to think about ways to help EAB do its job. Thank you.
Do we have any other public comment? I'm not seeing any hands. Going once. Going twice. Okay. Oh, Krista.
I'll make this really quick, and my video is working again. I just really wanted to take one moment, even though none of them are on here anymore, to put on the public record how much work is done by so many of the volunteers. We have volunteers on our executive committee, finance committee, and affordability group, and communications group that just put countless hours into this, technical, financial, marketing, all sorts of areas. And they're a huge part of being able to bring a successful application. And they're also a huge part of and support for my work. And so I just wanted to express that appreciation. Thank you.
Well said.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, anything else, Rob? Any other public comments, questions?
I do not, there's no other public comment,
Okay.
apparently.
Okay, so moving on to parking lot and upcoming agenda items.
Okay, I'll take the parking lot here. Let me, can you see that parking lot?
Yes.
Okay. So we have 5 open items here. Signature authority, we'll present at the May 9th meeting. Policy, there's two requests for policies we'll shoot for the May 9th meeting, with a caveat that, you know, if we have we'll put it to the end of the agenda. So if it has to get the grant applications will be a priority. The ongoing discussion about the digital equity is going on. Material default, that language has been proposed. We're hoping it gets approved next week in the legislature. And the dashboard, we did a presentation on what the dashboard looks like, give you a chance to provide input. And of course, we'll continue to work on that, as you've seen today. Anything else that needs to be on the parking lot?
think our silence indicates that you've covered it.
Okay, thank you.
Patty?
Go ahead, Laura.
Yeah, aside from, Will's announcement, I just want to say, I feel like the culmination of so much good work has been present here today, solving of problems that have been a real challenge. I mean, I am just, more inspired than ever by the work that everyone's doing. So staff, CUDs, our private provider partners. So thank you all.
Started with you, Laura.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yep, very
Yeah,
nice.
it is. It's. I am thrilled to have Fulton and Northeast Kingdom move forward with their grants for construction. Just totally thrilled. They come from completely. One is the big giant. They're bookends. One is the big giant application. They cover most of the state. Krista did a heck of a job, and as she said, behind her are all these volunteers to push it forward. So it's Krista and a whole fleet of people. Congratulations to them. And then you've got the town of Bolton for 271 individuals who got creative with Waitsfield. Kudos to everybody behind that. It's the other bookend in this process, and money's flowing. It's really fantastic, and all the work that VCBB staff are doing. It is a pinnacle moment right now.
Could we say the name, if staff knows, of that individual at Bolton who led the charge and wouldn't let go?
Deb Shelby, I met her when we were doing Wi-Fi hotspots during COVID, and she just kept on going with it.
Yeah, that's
very
good.
impressed.
Yeah.
Deb
Woo,
Shelby.
Deb
I almost feel like we
Shelby!
should start a Deb Shelby Award.
There you go. There you
Oh, I
go.
like that. Tenacity.
There are a lot of heroes out there that are helping make this happen.
I'll let Deb know.
Feels like the
She'll
original
be pleased.
cooperative movement. So,
I like that a lot. That's fantastic. Kudos
Thanks,
to
Roger. I
everybody.
heard that.
All right, we are.
When's our
we are
next
done.
meeting?
May 9th.
Our next meeting is, pull the calendar, May 9th.
So I will just say, Patty, that there is a possibility, depending on what level of fun we're having in the legislature, ending the session, that I will not be here.
Okay. Well, I hope you're not having too much fun and you can join us.
Me too. Me too.
And I won't be able to, I'm just letting you know, I won't be available for the following board meeting on the 23rd. If we're still doing every other week, I'll be out of state and out of time zone.
Okay, appreciate that heads up. Okay, I'm going to move that we adjourn. Is there a second?
Oh, no, we want to do it some more.
Second.
All right, Laura seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
I
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, we will see you all in 2 weeks on the 9th.
Thank
Bye
you
now.
so much, everybody.
Thank you.